or from rags we wave.
Everything was going so well.
Oh, mothers, don't you fear, ain't gonna drop no bomb over here. Won't be a bang, won't be a boom, just a TV set in your living room. Coming in loud, it's coming in clear, coming like a freight train through your ear. What you gonna do now, what you gonna say when they take your boss bones away? When they take your boss bones away. Teaching us lies, preaching us fear. Oh, my child said the end is near. Now, widows, don't you cry, 'cause all God's children one day gotta die. Well, they one day gotta die. Everybody's chasing American dreams, soaked in blood and kerosene. Hoping on a fire, waiting on a spark, hoping nobody gonna blow them all apart. All I ask and all I crave is a lonely walk till the noise of grave. But in the end we'll separate the rags we wear from the rags we wear. Spoon-fed hair and his thoughts been bled. Cry out to God from the devil's bed. Knick-knack, paddywhack, throw a bum a bone. I could chew or spew your views on my own. Teacher made me a history. Doctors cooked up a new disease. A preacher man made a shiny new Lord. Mr. President, well.
All right, so it looks like our live stream is connected. If we've got people on Facebook or YouTube, if you want to just drop a comment in the comment section, let us know if you can hear us and if you can see us. All right, I'm going to do some small adjusting adjustments. Yes, perfect. Yes?
Yes.
Are you comfortable?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just as right as rain.
All right.
That's for sure. Let's see if everybody can hear us and see us. I see nothing in the comments or chat, so here we go. Get everybody
Yes,
tuned
Larry
in and chimed in.
Thanks
Thank you,
so
Larry.
much for that thumbs up.
Thanks, man. Hockey Monkey. What's up, buddy? All right. You guys in here and see us. Ooh, this is going to be a fun one, y'all. Well, last Friday night was fun, too. But this one's going to be a lot of fun. Let everybody kind of get tuned in here, like I said. And hi, Mike. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, we were just talking about you today with Casey and
Yeah, actually, I was texting earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Casey was asking if you'd already moved and
Yeah. Got some cool stuff going on with the bike there. I'm sure he'll show us all about that too. And Mike, you can talk about that a little bit later if you want to, or you can talk about it now. I don't give a shit. Really quick though, it's a Friday Night Live here on the Ornery One on YouTube. We're in the middle of the Big Boar build, and it's getting pretty exciting. It's kind of getting down to that point where we see everything coming together. We'll be talking about a little bit what we've done on the build and what we've been up to this week and what we're doing next week. If you guys have just found this video out of mid-air and you're wondering what this beautiful woman is sitting beside this old bearded dude here, actually this is my wife. She's not my daughter.
oh gosh.
How many times we hear that? I am TJ and I am the Ornery One, and she is Stephanie and she's the Ornery Squaw, and together, well, we are the Ornery One. And we are showing you whatever we're up to in our life, and it has everything pretty much to do with motorcycle related goodies, like our lifestyle with motorcycles, what we're doing with the motorcycles, and where we're traveling with our motorcycles, different events, rallies, and of course we're right now at Pig Trail Harley Davidson working on the Big Boar. And if you don't know what that is, well, we're building a 2022 Road Glide Limited Special.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's a limited special. So we took that limited and made it kind of that accent of a special, and we're doing some other upgrades that are amazing. All the mods and ins and out of what we're doing by all of our great sponsors that you'll see down here in this corner. So those are all of our sponsors right there. And we're doing a 131 kit to it.
Mhm.
So this is the Big Boar, BOAR. So it kind of, because we're on Pig Trail Harley Davidson, and we're on the, of course, Pig Trail itself, and we are the Razorbacks here in Arkansas. If you don't know where Pig Trail Harley Davidson is, it's in the heart of the Ozarks, and it is a family built and ran business dealership, Harley Davidson. And it has a hell of a great amount of crew that we're just hanging out with doing this Big Boar build, and we're having so much fun. You guys can go down in our videos and see us cutting up, and I'm a handful, so it's pretty surprising that Pig Trail just lets me go in there and just be myself, and they absolutely let me do anything and everything I want to do there. I mean, I can't believe it still today. I pinch myself, I'm like, are these guys crazy or what? But it's like, we're all buddies, man. We're hanging out, talking bike, day in and day out. We were there today talking about some more stuff that we're going to be doing to the bike. Tomorrow we'll be there for the Hog Chapter meeting, which they go live on there too. You guys, if you want to check that out, you can go to Picture. I'll see that'll be going live. We'll be there attending that. We love our Hog Chapter here in the Ozarks.
Yeah, and so we're actually going to be at Pig Trail throughout the end of April, and it doesn't take, of course, that long to build the motorcycle, but we are doing content along the way and trying to do as many videos as we can possible and give you guys as much insight that that we're capable of. So yeah, it is actually taking us a 6-week long period, of course, and our master tag there at Pig Trail Harley Davidson cannot devote, of course, all 6 weeks to just our motorcycle and our build. Yeah, every day. So, yeah, we are, of course, giving him some days off from our, crap.
Yeah, so basically what it boils down to is we do a little recording throughout the week, but then our big day is a Thursday. So the Thursday we go in there and record like 10 hours of recording. So there's 10 hours of content, so it'd be 3 to 4 different perspectives, so different cameras that Steph is going through. So you can imagine throughout the day, that really adds up. Steph breaks all that down, and she's got those videos she's releasing. And I think right now we're kind of into the lights, the custom dynamic lighting.
Yeah, on our YouTube videos, we just finished up all of the lights on the front end of the motorcycle, and I was actually just like this evening about to produce there's actually 2 videos of just the rear end, and it's not just all the lights on the rear end. We are changing out the fender to the special fender, and then of course the stock bags on the limited to the special. So we've named it like a Road Glide Special Limited.
So yeah, you'll see us take the regular size bags, not the stretch bags, some standard bags, and we can get stretch bags, which we have some really nice bags for sale, just to say. And then we took that fender and we ordered a new fender, so it has all the clips and holes and all that stuff to put the fascia on around it. And that'll be in the video how we went about it. We'll also have a really good fender for sale. So
yes, I'll be posting all of our parts. And
yes.
yeah, because all of the stuff that we're pulling off, we are replacing it, and the stuff's brand new. So we're like, we're just gonna throw it out there. You never know who needs what.
So but this is our take on a performance touring bagger. So this is what Steph and I want our motorcycle to look like, and this is how we're wanting to perform. Our motorcycle will be in warranty, so we're doing it in the specs for that. So keep that in mind. So we're not going to go crazy and go out of warranty, because we need that warranty, because you guys know that Steph and I are absolutely everywhere in the United States traveling. We got a big year planned. But this is so freaking cool, guys, because if y'all followed us, you see us, our relationships really grow, and that's what we're truly about in the community of the motorcycles, is building one-on-one relationships, talking about motorcycles. That's what brings us together. And you'll see us, from our Ornery members to our sponsors. I mean, we know them personally. We shake their hands, we've hung out with them, we ate with them, we drunk beer, we got stories. we've traveled around. We always meet up at the rallies and different events. We really get to know each other, and that's really what the Big Boar is all about, is building these relationships. And so throughout this, you guys have seen us run these kick-ass bars that we run from KST Customs. We talk about safety a lot, and we talk about performance, and then we talk about being comfortable. I mean, that ties it all together, and then being functional. We're very, very important on our motorcycles, and especially as I get older and wiser, and I'm learning as I go. So everything that you see us do on these bikes, you may have seen us have different products on there if we're not talking about those products because they didn't work out. If we're talking about these products, it's because we trust in these products. We've built these relationships, so we're putting the people first and then the product. And that is exactly what we've done with KST Customs. It's took us a while to build this relationship with them. I mean, running the rallies one after one, trying out the bars, just loving the product itself, seeing the story behind how it's grown and who it's from, like family. And like, really, KST Customs, whenever you go to a rally, I call them the coolest kids on the block. They just got this really cool way about them. It's got that Southern soul, you know, the good stuff, you know, that we just get a kick out of. We kind of bonded. And I'm really proud of what they're doing with their bars and how they're standing behind them and how hard they're working. So when we get into this, we made a post a couple days ago because the crew there built the first one off of this bar that they sent us. So this is the first one. And we were having a lot of fun with it, talking about, you know, I was talking to Rhett, which we're fixing to bring on here in a minute. And he's like, TJ, we've got these bars. Will you throw them on there and see if you like them and run them? Because we run the spearheads full adjustable. And I said, hell yeah, man. And so he sent me a picture, actually, of them mocking it up and getting everything ready on the bike there at the shop. So I really got invested in it. And I was really excited. And I'm so overwhelmed how they turned out because they are a different style bar for me. Still with a meat hook, what we think a meat hook look to it, but they have a different angle to them, or they're more straighter than what our other ones were. They're brought together to just a little bit of a different style. And with doing that, they gave us another option to pick from, but these bars don't have a name.
Yes, so how about we just bring on Rhett? He is joining us tonight. So a little bit different, guys, and I think everything's going to work out just fine. We're going to be bringing on Rhett, of course, like we do every Friday night when we have a live guest or a live feed, special guest on our live feed, however you want to say that. But we're going to possibly do a little something different with the audio. So just give me just a second and we will switch over and bring him online. So bear with me.
That's right, guys. So we're going to bring Rhett on from KST Customs, and we're going to talk about these handlebars and, of course, all the refined products they have there. Rhett, can you hear us?
Let's see.
I think we're having a little trouble. Rhett can hear us, but we can't hear Rhett. Okay.
So let's go ahead and do the...
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call Rhett, and then we're going to use the audio from the phone call, actually. Are you there, Rhett?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to set this right over here by the speakers, and you guys should be able to hear it just fine.
Let's see how this works out, guys. Okay, Rhett, let's hear your voice and see if everybody can hear you.
Everybody hear me okay?
So if you guys hear Rhett, okay, give us a thumbs up and say, yeah, 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 or something, thumbs. I don't give anything you can give us there. Really quick, Rhett, as we get into this, let's make sure we're getting some comments coming up right now. Rhett, I guess let everybody know who you are and what you're up to.
Well, I appreciate y'all letting me come on here tonight and be a part of this, cool thing you got going on with the bike build and, just the journey that you guys take, in a year's time, the people you meet, seeing you grow. When we first met you guys were just kind of starting out and, here you are. So thanks for letting us be a part of it. We enjoy, partnering with you guys and allowing, trying to help y'all help us. it's paid big dividends on our end. And, you know, we try to ask people, you know, where'd you hear about our product, or where did you see us? And more people are starting, you know, to follow you guys and the journey you take, you know, around the country. The whole thing, and it's really cool. My brother-in-law, I wish that we could have done this together tonight. He ended up me too, so
Breaking up there.
It cut out just a little bit, but I think you're fine.
You,
Yeah, very cool. And we're thankful for you guys, and I'm glad that we met you guys along our journey. And like every single rally we go to, it seems like, I mean, it's like we've talked about this before, it being like a big circuit, and like we're all in this circus together, and it's just like a traveling family, and we get to see our friends, and we get to see our family, and it's a cool thing. It's a really cool thing.
well, and I mean, we
Yeah.
did really, Rhett, you know, the thing of it, this is how we came on to KST Customs. And man, I reached out to you guys because I was just, we were needing some bars pretty bad. I looked at different bars, and I'd actually reached out to some different companies, and I didn't get the feedback that I was wanting. The customer service really wasn't there. I was asking some pretty poignant questions from my experience from riding, and honestly, Rhett, they just couldn't answer them the way I wanted to. So I just moved on, and then of course I came up on y'all's bars. I reached out to y'all, and y'all just, it was just immediately we just started a conversation, and from there it really has grown. And
Yeah.
so
I'm glad you mentioned that about the customer service. You know, that's one thing that Brett and I really take a ton of pride in. You know, treating people right on the phone, answering the phone, you know, talking to a person. You know, if we don't follow up with you immediately, you know, we will respond to every call and try to resolve, you know, any issues, you know, even if it's, you know, at our expense. You know, we just try to always treat people right. And, you know, word travels, and that's just one thing that we've held true to since day one.
well, hey, Rhett, it's really showing off on our end, and of course, you know, you heard me say earlier, and everybody that follows us know we put the people first, and then we put product out there. And trust me, guys, I wouldn't be spending my time talking to anybody if it was wasting my time. I sure don't want to waste anybody else's time. But this is the cool thing. With you guys, once you get this talking, it goes to, of course, it's first off bars, and then we get into motorcycles, and then we get talking about traveling and all the stuff that you guys get into. So
Yeah.
immediately it went from, yeah, we're talking about bars, but then we just got talking about everything, you know, traveling, loving everything. So it really quickly works into a friendship with us, and like Seth said, it's just a great great family that we're building there. And like you mentioned, Brett, too, you boys are out there busting your ass, and
We are.
that's one thing I gotta say. You guys reach out to them, and they're pushing their crew as hard as they can push right now. And I want you guys to be patient when you reach out to them, and know this. But know this: if they weren't as good as they are, they wouldn't be as busy as they are.
Mhm.
So that's the deal, guys. I just want to just really quickly, you guys take that time and give these boys, the crew there, a little bit of respect there, how hard they're working. I know I reached out, Rhett, we've been talking sometime, dude, you've been just hammered down. You had a birthday last week. We were talking about bringing you on last week, and you were like, man, my wife's got me we're going to go out to supper. So,
Everyone needs that. Everyone needs kind of a
Oh
break.
man, we did.
Yeah.
Since we got back from Daytona, it's just been, you know, peak riding season is just right around the corner, you know, for the whole country. We've got, you know, a couple other big projects that are going on right now that, you know, it's just taking a lot of attention and, you know, a lot of time with everybody, you know, inside of our shop. And my daughter just walked in.
great, man.
That's okay.
That's okay, man. I love it.
So yeah, I needed that night. So I appreciate you allowing me to
Yeah.
schedule this out to this Friday.
Yeah, for sure.
Just so I could, you know, catch my breath a little bit. But we're just wide open right now, and in all areas. We do a little bit more than just handlebars. It's KST Enterprises is our parent company, and we do anything tubular. I mean, if a print comes across the desk, we're going to quote it. If it fits what we do and lines up with our production, then we'll do it. So we're not just in the motorcycle industry, but unfortunately for us, everything else that we do, all of it hits at the same time that the motorcycle world does. So it's just once March rolls around, it's wide open.
Well, that's something else, Rhett. We've been talking to y'all about with Mustang Seats. We went out there and toured their plant, and that was so much fun, and everybody loved that so much. And guys, I want y'all to know too that we've been talking with KST, and whenever the everything times out right, we're gonna go up there and check y'all's place out, and we're gonna walk everybody through y'all's plant.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't wait for that because I'm a fabricator too. That's what I was born and raised.
Yep.
And I've seen y'all post pictures of what y'all got set up there, and it blew my damn mind. Like I was like the benders, and so I'm excited to do that. So I want all y'all to just know that Steph and I are going to make our way up there to KST Customs, and we're going to check that place out. You bet I'm going to get in her nose around. I'm so excited about it. But Rhett, okay, man, let's get down to the nitty gritty here. Now, these bars that you sent to us, they don't have a name. These are the first ones. They are 1.5 inches, and they're 14-inch.
Yep.
And what can we run those on?
All right, so they're primarily going to be for obviously the road glides from 2015 to 22, your Road King Specials and your Road King CVOs 2014 to 2022. Right now, nothing with a 1-inch clamping section, so a 1-inch knurl. We're not going to offer it in a 1-inch knurl for the time being. It may be something that we, develop into, but right now it'll just specifically be for the road glides and Road King Specials, Road King CVO.
Okay.
We'll do them in 10s, 12s, 14s, 16s, but initially we'll probably only offer them 12 and 14. We'll have the option, for a 16-inch as a special order. But as far as, just since it's new, just getting it going, getting some inventory built up, we'll just stick to the 12 and 14s temporarily.
Yeah, man, and I was going to tell you, we got them on the bike. Steph, we've got the content. Steph's got to put everything together for the video. We put them on yesterday, actually. They look amazing. And then I went out there and looked at our special that we had with the spearheads. And I noticed, they've got somewhat of the point on top. But these are a different bar, too. As I've looked at them and got to see them now, they present themselves totally different than those spearheads. They seem to come up a little bit more, which y'all have a Pathfinder as well. That's more of a T-handled look.
Yeah.
More of aggressive. Yeah. So I really was, like those spearheads come out a little bit more. Super comfortable. You guys know how many miles we ran with those. I love them to death. But I was looking for something a little bit different. We ran them. I love them. Looking into it, and Rhett, it was perfect timing for these. And they do come up a little straighter, and they're a little bit more of an aggressive bar. And now when you guys see them on the video too, so we've got that top end totally tore apart and the tank off. So when you see it in the picture, these bars are going to look a little bit taller than they probably would look as when it was all together. So keep that in mind. But a 14-inch, of course, is what we got there. We put them on, had no problems at all. Where y'all bring them together, there's no powder coating. They're gnarled around there. They went on, no problems. Pulled the wires. You guys will see all that. And we'll show you how we went about it. That picture of Harley Davidson, of course, on the video.
Okay.
But Rhett, we had a little bit of fun here, and so building up to this, Rhett's like, "Dude, I don't know what they're called," and I'm like, "Well, hell, I don't know. What are you going to name them?" He's like, I don't know. We've got a lot of names. We've named bars. He's like, "What do you think?" I was like, "Dude, we already just open it up to everybody and start having everybody send names in what we want to name it." And we started having fun with that idea. And
boy, did you!
Holy shit, Rhett! We got some doozies, and if you guys are watching the video right now, y'all just keep sending them in, and Steph and I are gonna do our very best at keeping the track of these names and when they came in, because there's some that are multiple names, the same.
Yeah,
But
a lot of people had kind of like the same idea for the names. Some are very, very unique and different. But yeah, so we're going to try and keep a log of all these names as they come in. We're going to send them over to Rhett, and
yeah, see what the
maybe
crew.
one of y'all
Yeah, man. I mean,
hit the nail, or
Yeah.
the nail right on the head.
Yeah.
Hit the nail. Yeah.
yeah, busting
And
bars
who
open,
knows?
and we had so much fun with it. And like Rhett, you seen some comments on there too, but then we got PMs like tons of names. So if you guys sent a name in, Steph and I are looking at it, we're having a ball with it. I read over them last night, fall asleep, just giggling a little bit. So Rhett, did you see?
Yeah, I mean the big thing. I love to see the engagement. I know that works well for y'all, but you know, it's good to see people get involved and have fun with stuff. And you know, there's a lot to say about the name of a product. You know, it's kind of like naming a kid. You know, it has a lot of meaning to it. You know, we try to put a lot of thought into what we name our products, because I mean it's the identity of it. So yeah, I mean it worked out perfect. Maybe once we compile them all together and go down through there, maybe we'll have one that sticks, and it'll be the beginning of the journey for it.
Yeah, no doubt.
But the purpose of the spearheads, which you guys have been running now for I guess 2 or 3 years, that's still probably our most popular part. The issues that we've had, just supply chain issues. That's the base clamp of that part is the only part we don't make in house. We've got several machine shops, and it's just been a struggle to get material. You name it. So a lot of guys are just looking for an 1.5 inch part that's aggressive, and there's no reason for us honestly to not offer it. So it kind of forced our hand, to develop it and get it out there. So now we'll have, multiple 1.5 inch parts that we offer for the Road Glides and the Road Kings.
Right. Well,
it'll just make our brand stronger.
Rhett, honestly, at the end of the day, as long as we're open about stuff and transparent, I think everybody understands. And if if they can't understand, well, they may not be the right person for your product.
That's right.
I mean, that's
right.
That's just how we feel about stuff too. If you guys ain't liking what you're seeing, go somewhere else. And I think you boys, the whole crew there, you guys are busting your ass, and I'm super proud of you guys. And the bars you sent me, I'm telling you, I love the spearheads, the full adjustable. There's no doubt, but I'm really digging the fact how these are coming up a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah, they are aggressive.
Yeah, they give you a different option, but they're not a T-bar either. So you've got that point at top, which has gone back for some time now. They're just a really sexy looking bar and with some style, and they look meaty and thick. There's no doubt about it, and they're going to work. And I can't wait to get on the road and put a lot of miles on with them. So we are going to continue listening to names. Like I said, we'll put all these together and we'll send them to the crew over at KST Customs and see what comes out of it. Now, Rhett, y'all have them in chrome too, not only black.
Oh yeah. Yep. We will. We'll definitely offer them, and ours are polished stainless steel. I don't know if your followers are super familiar with that, but we hand polish all of our chrome looking parts. To a mirror finish. So you get, the appearance of chrome with the durability of stainless, no rusting, no chipping, flaking, any of that over time. A lot of guys on the coast, your coastal areas, really dig it. If you really know exactly what you're looking for in the right light, you can, if you have chrome beside it, you can tell a slight difference, but you got to know what you're looking for. The machines that we have are homemade machines, and the polishing compounds and the wheels are items that Brett has put a lot of time into, R&D, studying, the product and the finish that it produces. I mean, it's about as flawless as you can get.
Man,
As long as nothing is rubbing against it, that finish will be there forever.
I mean, how can you not love that right there? And yeah, I've been around stainless working at Tyson plant, so stainless is the way to go, of course. And the chrome don't run you home. It just looks pretty when you're sitting on the side of the road. That's what I always said, I've said that since I was younger because I never could afford the chrome stuff, so I always had the old stuff, and that's why we always go black, but just love that blacked out look. But it's good to y'all have a variety there. Like you said, the stainless, ain't no doubt that's the way to go. And I didn't even know about that, man, because we're always a black finish on our bikes. I'm glad we brought that up. So y'all really putting the time in. Once again, guys, I can't just say you guys are busting your ass, and I can't wait to get up there and see the whole setup.
That's right.
Y'all be working on some more stuff too. I know I talked to Brett. I'm not going to say anything, but y'all are thinking about a lot of other things coming up too. I mean, it's nonstop with
We are. We've got several products that are not really handlebar related, but we hope to get developed and out there sooner than later. Supply chain issues are our number one problem now. Once we get some of those secured and leveled out a bit, then we hope to be able to put a little bit more emphasis on that.
Oh yeah, I see. I just can't wait to see what everything y'all do, and like I said, I can't wait to get up there and see y'all at home there, and then we'll be seeing you guys out at the rallies and events too. I'm sure y'all got a whole listing of where y'all are going to be.
Oh yeah, yeah. And if anybody's interested in seeing that, you can go to our website. We have an events tab. It shows all the rallies that we'll be doing. All the major rallies. We're going to try to start doing some of the local rallies. In the Georgia area. A lot of Harley dealerships, have bike nights and stuff like that. We've just never done a good job in getting involved with those, but, we'd like to support some of our local dealerships better and it'd be good marketing for us as well.
Well, with saying that, I know you guys will be here at Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue through the Fair and Exchange. So Paul will have your balls here at Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, the Fair and Exchange, you guys can go watch one of our first videos on the Big Boar build. Paul actually came here and put the Intermatch fairing and lower on, as well as some wild boar audio and some
badass audio.
Dakota
Paul,
Digital.
He's phenomenal. We've been partnered up with him now for probably 4 or 5 years. We met him in Texas when we first got going, and it's been cool to see him evolve, into what his business is now too. He used to just be doing factory only, and it didn't make sense to not do the stuff that you're already taking off. Why not offer it? So, handlebars happen to be a thing that fit in that niche for him, and our partnership's been great. He does phenomenal quality work. I always tell people, if he's going to be at an event that I'm not, go see Paul. He'll take care of you. He can even sell you a painted air fairing too.
Man, I'm telling you, man, Rhett, this day, like the Big Boar. So it sounds like, burly, kind of the boar. Dude, this thing's turning into a regal machine. As it's coming together, it is just getting to be just super sexy. Like, we're going to be talking a lot, too, guys, about the custom dynamic lighting that we're going to be putting on there all throughout there. You're going to see us be doing some stuff that's really cool with custom dynamics. I do want to mention, too, guys, really quick, Mustang seats. We are designing a new seat. Well, it's going to be new to us, and we're going to be doing some new stuff to our new seat that you guys are going to be seeing too. And once again, that's a U.S. made product right there. That's veteran owned. So Mustang.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so some changes have been going on with Mustang. We've been in talks with them. Some things have changed in the industry here lately. But Mustang has definitely landed on their feet and they're taking off running. Yeah, so our seat that we'll be doing with that is going to look super perfect with KST Customs.
Oh yeah.
And we're working all this together. But at the end of the day, Rhett, you know, it is about taking that machine that you buy and making it your own.
That's right. And that's one thing that a lot of people don't realize is seats and handlebars, they kind of go hand in hand. You know, you may have, and we get it all the time at events, you know, guys that they're wanting handlebars, but they're also wanting seats or a seat, and, you know, they're not wanting to pull the trigger on the bars until they get their seat. And honestly, that's, you know, a very intelligent thought, because, you know, where your seat sits you can completely change, you know, the fitment of where your hands are positioned. So there's a correlation there. You know, if some of you guys out there that are considering bars or considering a seat, you know, do some thought on that before you just jump into one, because, you know, a set of bars may be perfect with your stock seat, and then you get, you know, a different one, and it may completely change the feel.
Absolutely.
So put some thought into that.
Absolutely. And what we're doing here, of course, guys, once again, this is how Steph and I are setting up our bike. So this is things that's working for us. But at the end of the day, that motorcycle fits you, and you're going to have to do what's right for you. I can only tell you I can tell you how tall I am, what I weigh, but that still may not be your riding style, because we ride a little different. We're loaded different. It's Steph and I on there. So once again, you know, we're just talking about what works for us. But I do say this, the products that we have, they are working for us, and the products that we have, their quality is top shelf, and then customer service is above that too. So that's one thing that we want to make sure you guys do know. If you're watching the Ornery One, the stuff on our bike is we believe in it, and the people believe in us because they're backing us with this stuff. So it ain't no smoke and mirrors here, guys. This is the real deal. You can call and reach out to any of us. We'll have anything I can do to help you decide on bars. If you're at a rally or an event that KST is there, you can go by, you can grab their bars. A lot of times y'all got your some bikes there.
We've got our. We'll always have a street glide and a road glide there. You know, with a 12 or a 14-inch setup on it. You know, for guys to feel. And if the customer's not 100%, you know, sure what they want, you know, we tell them, hey, we can strip your bike down before we wire anything up. We can let you feel, you know, different heights, you know, before you decide exactly what you want. So, you know, you get a real-time feel. You know, Clockworks does the try it before you buy it. So I guess that's as close as we can get to try it before you buy it.
Right on.
But yeah, you know, going to the rallies, that gives people, you know, the opportunity to lay their hands on, you know, any product, you know, whether it's seats, lights, windshields, handlebars. It's a good place to get a feel for all the great products out there.
And that goes back to, you know, we talk about Amazon buys all the time. Steph and I have learned the hard way off that right there. So that's another thing, you know, that we just steer away from. It really messes you up. You think you're going to save some money, but I'll tell you what, man, that's a road not to take. Steph, you want to catch up some comments?
Yes, we do have a question. So one of our members, actually, he drives a truck. He was just actually telling me a while ago that he loaded in Cedartown.
Cedartown,
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So he did have a question. He said, can a customer stop by y'all's shop and purchase products? So do you guys have like the storefront in your shop?
I wouldn't say we have a retail space. You know, we make everything there at our facility, but we do allow walk-ins. You know, take you on a nickel tour if you're interested in that.
Okay.
Our bikes will be there, you know, to sit on as well. But yeah, you know, you don't have to call in. Our office hours are posted on the Contact Us page. We do only work Monday through Thursday. But absolutely, guys are more than welcome to stop in.
Okay.
I didn't know that. Was that Gilbert?
Yes.
Good question, Gilbert, man. That was spot on.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, we've got like Michael Gregel, who said, of course, absolutely best customer service. but he loves his spearheads. He rides with spearheads.
Yeah, we've
We've
talked
got
about that. Yeah.
another member, Kelly, who actually was saying that she's got a 22 Road Glide in the Gunship Gray,
Yep.
and she just put spearheads
Oh,
on it.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Very cool. So a lot of you guys are out there running KST. Y'all know firsthand what we're talking about. And then, yeah. So that's cool about the facility there. You
Well,
can
yeah, I
actually just
didn't
go.
know that. That was a great, you know, Gilbert, great you brought that up too, because I didn't know that. And that's cool that you guys take time and show everybody around. I did kind of throw this in there. This just tickled the shit out of me. So we get down to Daytona. Steph and I are making our rounds, go down and see the coolest kids on the block. You know, we're chatting it up and talking. Rhett looked at me and he goes, "Hey, TJ, is there any way you could maybe just not talk about spearheads just for a minute there?" He said, "Because we're selling out, man. We ain't got, you know, we went through them." And which tickled me, and I was like, "Hell yeah, man! We'll talk about other stuff, you know." And that's when, you know, you're like, "We're gonna be coming up with something else," like you were talking about having trouble with supply there. But how cool is that? Because Rhett, I cannot tell you how many I see out there on the road now, and that's one of the first things people come up and say. You know, we're talking about bars, seats, and lights. They'll come run up there. That's the first thing we see, of course. And then you can't mistake looking down and seeing that. But with the new bars, the no-name bars we're talking about, you guys can go look at our posts. We'll have the video up there. You'll see them rolling out as soon as possible, I guess, Rhett?
Yeah, Panama City will be the first time, you know, that we will release them to the public. We are taking some pre-orders. So if guys want to call in and, you know, get your name on the list, we won't take any of your money until they're ready to ship. But we will get your name on them. So yeah, you know, you're more than welcome to do that if you're interested in that. But Panama City will be the first place that they're available for purchase.
Well, I'm excited. We'll have the Big Boar done here in a couple of weeks. Our first ride on it's going to be for during the spring fling over here, and we're going to do a guided ride. It's one of Pig Trail's rides called the Screaming Eagle, which will ride between the pigs, kind of something we do. So we're going to be showing off those bars, and it'll be the first time that anybody's really, I guess, rode with them, right? So we'll be talking about those. Plus, guys, we'll be doing that 131 kit. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff, and then after 1,000 miles, when we get that motor broke in, I'll do a review on everything that we put on there, and I'll tell you exactly what I think. And I guess at the end of the day, Rhett, I'll be honest as the day is long, you know. I'm going to tell everybody what I think in comparison, because that's what we're going to be thinking about with these no-name bars and the spearheads. What am I going to think on them, you know? But I have,
and the spearheads, you know, you're essentially buying a custom bar because you have the flexibility, you know, to dial it in, you know, exactly where you want it. You know, with these bars, we set the dimensions to where it fits most people. You know, the pullback is the big dimension that, you know, kind of gets uncomfortable. As you know, with the stock road glide bars, I mean, they're pulled in like you're pushing a wheelbarrow around. So, I mean, that's kind of the difference in those two products. The no-name bars, they're fixed, one piece. You know, the pullback is not adjustable. With the Spearhead and the rest of the styles in the Vanguard collection, you know, it's fully adjustable. I mean, you're almost buying a custom built bar that you can fit exactly to you.
You are,
so just
man.
all in what you're looking for.
You really are. But I did some looking on my bars and how I've got them set, and the no-name bars that we're talking about here. I did some measuring and looking around yesterday. I was pretty shocked. The placement of where I'm running mine right now is pretty close to where you guys are now. It is a little bit more of an aggressive look, which I was wanting on this, actually.
Yeah.
But they're pretty on point, and I can't wait to see my reaction. And you guys know I'll hey, Rhett, one thing I had to ask, have y'all came up yet with the price point on these bars?
Yes.
Okay.
So $415 is what we're intending to sell them for. Not 100% set in stone, but most likely that's where it'll end up at.
Okay. So that's another thing right there, guys. I do want to say we did install them yesterday. We had no problems. They're 14 inch. I have that 2022 Road Glide Limited. And we will show everything. Now, what we did, Rhett, we did extend the cable, and we did the 8-inch wire extension. So that's what we did, which was no problem. We got that in there. You could probably get away with, I don't know about the wire kit, but we were
added
there.
The wiring. We added the extension on the spearheads too.
Yeah. Which is, it went flawlessly. Everything went in there really smooth. The wires pulled. One thing on the handlebar, we'll show everything in the video there that we went into the process. They have a pin down there. You'll draw that one pin down, which is no problem. I mean, we break it.
Yeah, and the reason, a lot of people ask about the pins. There's one in the riser clamp, and then there's one on the inside of each perch clamp. We don't put the holes in the bar strictly so that the customer can position everything exactly where they want them.
Yes.
Harley tries to say that it's for, security, it stops a wobble, but that's the only bike that they do that on. So I don't fully believe that personally. So it's super simple. Remove the pins, allows you to position everything where you want it. It's not a big deal. It's not going to cause any problems.
No, I mean, we've ran all this time. That's one thing I would clarify too. After a while, let's see, what do y'all spec? So how many miles do we need to run before we torque again for that first go around?
I always just say, when you go to get your services done, oil changes, just have them checked out, make sure that everything's good. Yeah. Nothing over the top. There's no reason to check them every 100 miles or anything silly like that.
No, we did first, like I said, go around there. We made sure everything was good. We've had no problems there. But like Rhett was saying, the pins there, if you guys see this, it's super easy. You'll see it in the video. Chris just takes a little punch, knocks that pin down in the risers. And then in the perch handles there, they've got a little pin there. You just take a belt sander or grinding wheel with a disc on it, just grind those down.
Yeah, and honestly, we've figured out with a ball peen hammer, you can just knock that pin right off.
I was wondering about that. We
used to grind them with an angle grinder, and it would sling stuff everywhere. And one day somebody came by and they're like, you can just hit that with a hammer. Like, I knew that.
Yeah. Well, it is really though, man. You think about it though, because they do lock you in. You can't do no moving at all.
I mean, the companies that are putting the holes in them, they allow a little bit of adjustment, but still, it just limits you.
Yeah.
So we like to give people, the ability to set everything where they want it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, guys, we'll show that on the video, everything. Steph,
I also have a bunch of install videos on the homepage of our website.
There you go.
If guys are interested in checking those out, they're very detailed, step by step. And if you are getting in the middle of doing a bike, it doesn't matter what model year it is, you can call us. We can help you over the phone.
Yeah.
We can do these in our sleep.
Yeah. Great customer service, because I know Mike Myers, who's watching earlier, had said that you guys walked him straight through all the wiring over the phone, went through it all, helped him out. And then we just actually had another viewer said that he just recently installed the 10-inch 6-bend bars. Great quality. And then the install was straightforward from the video. So you guys have got those videos on your website. You guys, if you're doing it at home yourselves, you can reference that and walk you through it.
Well, hell, man, like the first time, you guys told me what to torque things down to. I just forgot. And I called you and you're like, yo, what's up, man? I was like, what's a torque? And you tell me again. I was like, all right, man. It was just, and it's that simple. Like I had a little deal with, I'm going to talk about Legends real quick. I had a little mishap. It was probably my fault. I called Legends yesterday and they're like, what's up, TJ? And I was like, hey, I got to ask you a couple questions, of course. There again, they walked me through it, and there it is, guys. Everybody we're working with here, you see them down here in this corner down here, all of our sponsors. These people are legitly, they got your back. They're not here to just say you something and walk away and say they're done. And
that's right.
Steph and I, we have dealt with those companies, and those type of products, and that is not the case at all here. And
No.
Rhett, man, I'm excited as hell about these bars. This is like one of the most things that I've got excited about the build because it's fresh, it's new.
Yeah.
Just like Chromeworks, it'll be here. So we'll be talking about Chromeworks exhaust next week. It'll be here Monday or Tuesday. This is a prototype of a color never seen before. Chris and the crew there at Chromeworks, when we were down there at Daytona, he's like, TJ, I've got your exhaust. And I was like, what do you mean, man? He said, it's a nobody's seen this yet. You guys can go back in our live feeds too. Chris came on like 4 or 5 live feeds ago, and we talked about that. That'll be coming into. So there are a lot of stuff on the Big Boar ain't no one seen before. And I mean,
that's right.
How can it not
See, y'all got the dream job. Y'all get to play with all the new stuff, get the new toys.
I know, man. It's it really has. We've just down to the nuts and bolts. So Rhett, we busted our ass just like you guys have. We've been out there learning, talking, and it's taken us quite a bit of time to get to this point. And that's what I want everybody to know watching the Ornery One, everything we're doing. This wasn't overnight that this happened. This took a lot of time and took a lot of money and not so happy moments.
What are you saying?
Sure.
We've had a couple times with Chris scratched her head and like, what the hell did we get into? And
oh yeah, been there before too.
Yeah, and that's what we were talking about, the Amazon stuff and different things. We just stay clear of that and everything that we're talking about. You can bet your ass you're going to be happy with it because you want to spend the money, put it on your bike, and you want to forget about it. You just want to ride. Right. And that's the point.
You want to enjoy it.
You got anything else you want to catch up on comment-wise there, Mama?
No, I think we addressed all the questions that came through. And a lot of people are just, of course, loving the bars that they've got from KST. Talking about how easy it's been. Of course, we are still getting a couple of names coming through for these new bars. So, yeah. It's
going to be fun. Hey, Rhett, man, happy birthday. It was last week. To all the crew there, I respect y'all so very much, and Steph and I we just appreciate you so much for everything.
We do the same with you guys. Brett and I, like I said to begin with, we've loved being a part of what you guys are doing and what it's grown into, and hope there's many, many more years of doing it together.
Dude, I've got some ideas. This is just the beginning.
Yeah.
we're gonna get ornery with this shit pretty soon. I mean, it's gonna just wound up even more. Okay, Rhett, we're gonna let you get back to your family. Thank you so much for coming on tonight and just talking about your product, showing who you are, the whole crew there. We can't wait for you. You guys just need to stay tuned. KST Customs, they've just got started too. You're gonna see a lot more coming out of them. I'm overwhelmed, excitement to see what comes out of everything. Rhett, thank you so much for coming on tonight, though. It means a lot.
Yeah, man. Thank y'all.
All right, dude. We'll let you go.
See you later.
Talk to you later, man. All right, y'all. So how cool was that?
That's super cool. And like Gilbert was saying, you're right. He is a straight up he will tell you how it is. If he likes it, if he doesn't like it, he'll be just straightforward with you. If it works, if it doesn't work. And so, so if you guys hadn't seen KST set up at different rallies and events, of course, I've got their logo down here, of course,
it's a super cool green and black. You'll see it over here in the corner.
But, and it's usually only like 4 of them.
Yeah, usually, 4 or 5.
Rhett and then Brett. Brett. And then actually in Daytona, Brett's dad was with him. Kind of, lend in an extra hand. Super cool.
Oh, God.
Every once in a while, Rhett's dad's there.
Oh, man. And that guy's got they travel all over the place, too, guys. They're interesting people. Like I said, the connection that we've grown even stronger with them guys. But truly what impresses me is like, Rhett was just straightforward with us. He's like, man, the spearheads are awesome, but we're just having trouble getting the pieces. Some of that's out of house. You got to respect that, though, because we're not always in control of everything. And that's what I'm saying. Have some patience with people. And if you're having to wait on a product, it's because the product's good.
Yeah, someone did ask. I think earlier. I may not be able to find it, but I think someone, maybe Kelly, had asked why there was some things sold out on the website, and that all goes back to, I believe, that out of house part that they
and
do.
everything right now, everybody's struggling right now. If you guys,
Plus, their bars are freaking
Yeah.
badass, and everyone, it seems like y'all all have KST.
well, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. We're talking about top shelf stuff here. And it always goes first, and it's always needed, and it's supply and demand. And you guys got to understand that they're growing, and they're going as hard as they can go. Trust me, I've talked to them. I've seen it in their eyes. It's just like right now, if you were to see Steph and I, which the crew at Picture Harley Davidson's getting to see a little bit. I mean, we're running hard and fast, like Rhett said. We're wide open. So that's what the deal is, and a lot of these companies, they're pushing as hard as they can to meet demand, but it's worth the wait. It's amazing product. So just be patient with them, and that's the reason. And I mean, come on, guys, you got to give it up. He just came on here live and told you. He didn't have to say anything. He could have just said, "We're just doing something different," and not say nothing at all. So to be that transparent and working hard, trust me, he's working hard. All of them are. Once again, can't say enough about them. Truly, they feel like I've known them my whole life.
Yeah,
they're just cool kids, man. For sure, my age, but the coolest kid on the block.
Yes. Mike Moore wants to know if we'll have any Big Boar shirts at TMMR. So yes, we're going to be bringing the chopper over to TMMR. And so we'll bring the van with our trailer and all of our, a lot of our merch. So whatever shirts we have left over from the Big Boar, we will be sure to bring with us.
Yeah, so that we're talking about the van there, Van Go. You guys, if you followed us, we got like 2002 with 330 or 40 or 50,000 miles on the van. We got a buddy over there right now. He's working on it. Corey Anderson over there in Harrison doing his thing. We had to do a new water pump, a new belt, supply hose, a new throttle body sensor, mass flow sensor, and we did a couple other things getting it ready because we're having some trouble with the old van. He's got that thing lined in. We will be loading up the chopper, going over to Tennessee Motorcycle Music Revival. That's a great thing. I'm glad we segment to this because that's going to be coming up quick, guys. And if you haven't been to that rally, holy shit. That's all I got to say. It's hands down one of my favorite places, not just rallies, but music, festival, rally, gathering point, camping, vendors. I mean, the place is phenomenal. It's at Loretta Lynn's ranch. I mean, what more can we say right there? But if you guys do want to save some money, you can use our promo code and it'll save some dough.
Yeah, if you guys are thinking about going, it is on our website, but it's also in the link on our Instagram. So whenever you do check out with TMMR to get the tickets, you actually have to use the link and the promo code, the Ornery One. So the link also tracks it and tracks it back to us, but then the code actually saves you money. So be sure to use both the link and the code.
Yes, because we want them to continue to be excited for the Ornery One to show up. And we want to have as many ornery asses as we can at Tennessee Motorcycle Music Revival because, well, we're going to have ornery ass time. We're going to get ornery. We're going to have fun. We don't sleep. We talk motorcycle. We listen to music. We go down on the creek. They got a bar down there, and we drink until the sun comes up. And we have a damn party. Tim Montana may be down there wrestling with people. He may get up on the stage, trips all. That guy's a fucking party animal. Billy Gibbons is going to be there again. They're going to have the Builder Show again. I know Jeff Holt's going to be there. Bling Cycles, he's going to be there doing their show. So there's going to be really badass choppers, performance, just a show itself that's going to bring in all kind of bikes. Then once again, I think they're going to be doing some races and shit out there too. And then they have off-road.
Yeah, when you actually go to buy your tickets, you can buy a couple of extra things. So like a pit pass and then like off-roading course or something like that.
Which
But
I don't know. I haven't been on there yet, but I know Dan, Danger Dan, he goes on it. So you know that that dude, he's crazy as hell. You guys know who I'm talking about there. We love him and miss him so much, and I think he's in Mexico right now on the Pan American that he's got. I seen him post on a story. Dude, that guy's crazy as hell. Love him to death. And then Knives by Nick will be there too. Love that guy so very, very much.
one of our favorite bartenders that we see all over the place at different rallies and events, Sarah, she's going to be there, of course.
Sexy Sarah.
Yes, and so she's always a handful. She's always fun. She's one of those bartenders. I mean, like she,
Prepared.
She's badass.
Yep.
She's a cool chick.
Yeah, you never know what's going to pop out in your face around her. She's a lot of fun. So like I said, guys, it gets rowdy. So don't be bringing your ass there if you think you're going to sit back in a lawn chair and watch the stars. I mean, I guess you could. You got in there in the lower field, but it's a place to cut loose.
Oh yeah, they usually have a big bonfire there down on the creek, and it's I think it is one night during that that's like the thing to do that night, and it's like the creek party or something like that.
At the watering hole.
Yeah. It
is fun, guys, and we'll be there, like I said, with Maxwell House. Maxwell House is sitting right outside right here. I rode it over the other day. It probably needs a new front tire. That's another thing. I might be changing the rim on that thing. I got a big monster, big tire on the front. The thing's hard to come by. So I need a front rim for my chopper.
Yeah, we couldn't
I gotta find something. I'm tired
the
of that
exact same tire.
We ordered one. It was wrong size. Once again, go with things that are, how can I say this?
Easily accessible.
Yes, and good companies, because this is something we bought. It was cheaper. Now I regret it so much. Now the bike has a pretty, people know the bike. So if I change that front rim, everybody's going to be saying why, but I've got to do something. So I'm looking for a badass front rim for the chopper. If you guys know anything, I sure would appreciate any kind of leads you got before we go to Tennessee. If not, we'll go over there. Maybe I can find one over there.
Yes, and talking about Tennessee Motorcycle Music Revival, I know a couple of you guys have mentioned James Tate. You just said cannot wait for it.
Hi, Tate.
Mike Moore, he's saying it's going to be his first time. Can't wait to hang out, buy some beers, have some ornery ass time. So beforehand, let's get together and kind of scope out. We're going to kind of scope out the layout of the fields, because of course we're just tent camping and like stuff. Like we're not going to do the RV spots or like the town close by. We're going to actually camp. So maybe we can kind of get an area where all of us ornery asses can kind of camp together close by. That was actually a recommendation and idea by one of the members, which I think is awesome.
Good. So really quick, if you don't know, you can be a member here. So if we're talking about members, they're a member and they're an ornery ass member. They have the little badges over there. So that's what we're talking about. And we all gather up and we do cool shit over the years. And that's what we're talking about doing here at Tennessee Motorcycle Music Revival. So what I need to do, I need to reach out to some folks and see if we can't get us a place. Now, they may not let us do this because I ask for a lot from people. And sometimes I get told no. And I don't like it. But I'm going to still try. Yeah, we need to really do that. And something else I want to do, guys. If you guys are coming to Tennessee Motorcycle Music Revival, let's do something together where we can make content and we'll name it The Road to the Revival, right? All of us getting ready, all of us going to TMMR, and we can make some cool comment and we can make some, it'll be exciting for us because we'll see what everybody's doing to get ready to head over there. And if you can't make it over there, of course, you can come to Spring Fling here in Rogers. It'll be Reach Out from Rogers to Eureka. And we'll be doing, like I said earlier, the ride between two pigs. That is Picture Harley Davidson and Rogers, and a remote store in Eureka. So we'll be doing one of their rides that is called the Screaming Eagle, and we will be guiding that, and it'll be just a free ride. Steph is going to have swag bags like first 20. Also, Rainwater Holt and Saxton is sponsoring that ride. We'll be giving away 2 $100 gift cards at the end there. We'll be drawing however we end up doing that. We want to thank Rainwater Holt and Saxton for doing that. You're going to see us doing more Rainwater Holt and Saxton, of course. They're real attorneys. They don't just sub stuff out. They're not no smoke and mirrors, like I'm telling you, and they're not all about blow-up dolls. They're about people and getting things taken care of for you. So a lot of exciting stuff is going on this year. Plus, when we get the big board done, we're going to be busting across the country because we're going to be doing the loneliest road from coast to coast, and we'll be doing the only road from border to border, which comes through here. So we'll be covering some grounds, and plus we'll be doing the 9/11 Memorial Tour or run by Moose. We're riding with Moose. We'll be talking more about that too. That's going to be a special ride.
Yes. One thing before I forget is, of course, members. You touched on that earlier. I do want to give a shout out to Howard Howland. He's actually one of our members, and if any of you guys members do not see your name in the credits of the videos that I produce, let me know for sure. We came across a name that's not coming through from YouTube, so I don't have their name in the credits. I just took it off through our update, and long story short, anyways,
Yes.
just want to give a shout out to him and apologize. He does actually have a YouTube channel also himself. It's HH Plymouth. If you guys,
this guy, he is a hardcore rider. He rode with us on the Guinness World Longest Poker Run. The guy's amazing. He's an honorary ass member, but somewhere in there, YouTube, we submit to YouTube. They're in control here. So there was a mishap somewhere in there where he got dropped off the membership. If that ever happens.
But he's still a member, but his name's not coming through for me to see. So
Steph is reaching out, and it's a whole ball of wax there. So we apologize. And if that happens, reach out to us. We want it to be right with you guys. You guys mean a lot to us. So we apologize on behalf of YouTube. Because we'll make it right with you guys, of course. And to make it right too, we have 2 giveaways to do, because we do giveaways every month, and you guys know we're behind 2 months, but we have the product to be given away. So we'll be catching up with all you honorary ass members with a giveaway soon. Just bear with us. You guys are always patient, and we appreciate that. This has just been a great night. This has been a great live feed. I enjoyed Rhett coming on.
I do
of course,
too.
talking about our bars and no-name bars. Look forward to seeing what they're named. I look forward to riding with them. I look forward, honestly, guys, the build is great. I'm enjoying it so very much. It's a learning curve for us. My place is on the road. I am so ready to have the big board done. I'm ready for Steph and I to be doing what we were born and we love to do, and that's out there busting miles. We love city hopping. We love going from place to place and traveling and seeing everybody out on the road. That's where my heart is. I'm just looking so very forward to it. I hope you guys are enjoying everything that we're producing. We're trying our very damnedest to do our very best at this. Remember, once again, it's just Steph and I. And when I say just Steph and I, it's just Stephanie doing all this stuff, and I'm just a guy with a beard talking in front of the camera. And of course, I do a lot of talking with everybody. I'm the front of a house kind of dude, PR and BS kind of guy. So I appreciate you guys being patient with us, and thank you, honey, so much for everything that you do for us. You know that. What do you got over here, Weston?
Weston Customs. First off, I did see your comment earlier. You guys have matching hats.
Bam.
This is actually my hat, just to let you know. This is my hat. Picture of Harley Davidson, Rogers, Arkansas. But yeah, you guys have matching hats. I saw that actually in your video just the other day, and I love that hat. He said you guys are just amazing people, and glad you guys are paired with companies that align with you guys, because customer service is huge. Then the parts lasting. I also thanks for you for helping me out. So yes, of course, we got to hang out with Weston Customs for just a little bit. I wish it wasn't so. Well, sometimes during rallies and events, it's we're on a time schedule sometimes. So, but we got to hang out with him in Daytona.
Well, and that's the way it is, because really what we're doing around, we're running around to all of our sponsors. We're talking to them, getting a catch up. We're seeing the new products that they got coming out. We're talking about new stuff that we're doing, and we're already talking about next year.
So although we're there for the entire duration of Daytona, it seems like we make sure we have at least one day where we just goof off and we walk around the vendors, because we want to see what's new. We want to see what's out there. Like, we don't know all of it. So it's just one of those, make it about a fun day. I think that's important.
And of course, guys, if we're out and about at the rallies, y'all come up and say hi to us. We have a lot of people say, well, it looks like you were talking. Well, hell, I'm always going to be talking. You just got to come up and start talking. I'm all about the talking.
We do have one question. Hakamak Motovlog.
What's up, Hakamak?
Who also has a channel. If you guys want to go over and jump on his channel, check it out, what he's got going on.
Yes, that's right.
You did ask earlier, and I
Sorry.
didn't get to ask, but he said, if you do not like the new bars,
Yes.
are you going to go back to the spearheads?
Yes.
Easy as that.
Yes. We already talked about it. Rhett, at the very beginning, was like, TJ, I'm going to do these bars. I think you're going to dig them, because I was kind of talking with them down at Daytona what I was looking for. I was talking about T-bars, actually. I just really didn't like that T-bar look, and I didn't want to have to wear the gloves and the tight pants that you had to have on to run T-bars. It didn't fit me. So, come on, guys, I'm joking around here. So I was like, I still want to have that little bit of a style, but I want to be a little bit more aggressive, and that's what we got off on talking about this right here. So it just progressed. But when we talked about what I like and what would jive, so that's what we kind of got off on there. And then he said, dude, if you don't like these, then we'll just put you back in the spearheads, because we know how much you love them and you run with them. But so what I've seen of these bars and what I've felt of them so far, I think I'm going to be very happy. And I absolutely love the way they look. And you guys will see too. And I will get like a side-by-side, because the Road Glide that we had is still there at Pig Trail for sale. They've got it ready for sale. So if you're looking for a good bike, it's still there. So I can actually get a comparison picture between the bike we're building now, the Big Boar, and our old Road Glide, the Road Glide Special. So I can show y'all a comparison. So, and it's just important, because we want to know what we're buying, and it's hard to see if you're not going to these rallies. We do the very best we can, and that's maybe where we can come in there and help y'all out with that. Yeah, man.
Sure. Good
question, though. Hakamak. Yeah, for that new baby.
All right.
Okay. So, oh boy, this is going to be hard. Really quick, guys.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that ain't no shit, especially here lately.
Really quick, or it's going to be hard?
Well,
because I was saying that
one's better than the other, right? Or whatever time of night it is, whatever speed we need to be in. Chris Wilson, we're thinking about you, buddy. We did our pay it forward for him. The last pay it forward we didn't get to do one last year because of COVID. We kind of backed off there. Chris is going through a really hard time, guys. He had surgery today, and I'll be honest with you, it ain't looking good.
Yeah. I guess I'll just give a little update. So he had actually had surgery today to remove more of, so he went ahead and wanted to go ahead and remove the whole colon, and a few other things, which would put him, permanently on a bag.
Colostomy bag.
So he did have surgery today, and I'm not for sure exactly full results and details, but it wasn't so great. So yeah, definitely keep him in your thoughts and your prayers. Send some good vibes. I wrote out a blog a couple of weeks ago, probably almost a month now ago, just kind of as an update. And the surgery had actually been, this new surgery that I was talking about in the blog had actually been postponed to this date. So that was today. Yeah, that was our pay it forward over Christmas, 2021. 2021. And
so guys, let's, all the shit that I'm talking about right here, everything that we're doing, of course, we're living to the fullest, because you guys know we about lost Stephanie years ago, we about lost her, so we have a different perspective on life. But it comes down to it, like I was telling you guys earlier, we put people first and product on the shit later. So remember, guys, there's people.
Yeah, everyone's a human. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. and I appreciate it. I can't do a good ending.
Oh, it's hard.
You're better at that than I am.
Yeah,
so
guys. So let's just be kind to each other. Let's work it out and be good to each other. Spread love and don't be assholes. I mean, that's basically what it comes down to. Know who you're surrounding yourself with. Surround yourself with the good, not the bad. Once again, we want to thank Rhett from KST Customs for coming on, taking his time away from his family and just hanging out with us. We love them so very much. We want to thank the crew at Pig Trail Harley Davidson. Thank you guys so much. Johnson's, y'all been so good to us. What can I say? You guys are going to just stay tuned. You're going to see us get deeper and deeper into the Big Boar here. We're into the heart of it. I think next week we'll be starting to kind of go back with that 131. I'll be showing some things that we did to that too. As far as some upgrades that we did to that, staying in warranty, of course, but we'll show you everything. Right now, we're working on a breather and a couple other things that will make it a little bit more performance-y. So, like I said, we'll be posting about that. Steph will be producing the videos as fast as she can get them out. So we'll be going live next week. We'll be here. It'll be 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, and we'll have somebody else on. We've been having somebody on every week. Been having a lot of fun with it. I appreciate each and every one of you guys that have tuned in and chimed in. To all you ornery asses, thank you for being patient with us. We wouldn't and couldn't, and hell, we just wouldn't want to do it at all without you guys. You guys mean a lot to us. And with that, do you have anything else?
be sure to hit that like button on this video, and if you can, and if you're willing, I would appreciate it. I know he would too. Share our video and
share a post, subscribe, hit that bell so you'll know when she releases a new video. And until next week, we appreciate you guys for